Hey guys, what's up? It is your friendly neighborhood Oomies here, back with a Binding of Isaac Afterbirth video of sorts. I'm going to be talking about the latest patch and how it altered the stopwatch. And namely, I'm going to explain how it's not a big deal. So, if you've been on the Binding of Isaac subreddit pretty much today, you'll probably see that 99% of the posts, and that's of course exaggerating a good amount of the posts though, are related to the stopwatch being nerfed. Now, as you can see, here is the stopwatch for you. This is just taken from the platinumgod.co.uk, which is fairly accurate. There was only, I think there was only one thing I've ever seen on there that wasn't quite accurate, and that was, it was missing out on tier delay minus stuff at some point in Rebirth. Anyway, it doesn't matter. These are the stats, and as you can see, in Afterbirth, this item's slowing effect only activates for one room after taking damage. So basically, it sucks. And that's fine. The reason that I would argue that that's fine is because, one, actually, how many items are in the game? There are 341 Rebirth items, and then... Oh, you're going to make me actually count these? You didn't count them up yourself, Platinum God? A lot. There's a lot of Afterbirth items. Let me just do a quick glance. There's probably about like 50-something, maybe 60. So let's just make it a nice number, 400 items in the game, right? Stopwatch is in the shop pool, which I will search here. In the shop pool... you have, oh my god, I wish that it just gave me numbers, dude. There's a lot of things in the shop pool. Alright, sorry, I didn't do the research before actually starting, but my point is, you're not going to see it frequently, at all, right? And you didn't before. It wasn't a very frequent item, especially because before it was a special item. It is no longer, even though Platinum God says it is a special item. Apparently it is no longer a special item. At least that is what was said by Flareless Void on the Isaac subreddit. And yeah, so... okay, I'm going to address the criticisms. The main criticism I'm seeing is people going... Edmund, you keep nerfing items in a single-player game. The point is you're supposed to be powerful. That's the fun of the game. And I agree with that idea, right? I disagree with the specifics, but I agree with the overall idea behind it. So what I mean by that is I love broken runs. As you know, that's my goal. But here's the problem. Stopwatch, as an item, is boring, okay? Objectively. This is not a subjective thing. The item strictly makes the game easy. I have never, at least in my memory, had a run where I got stopwatch and I didn't win. Right? That means that if you don't have a broken run already, you're going to take ages, right? Because by the time you get, because you're not going to lose with stopwatch, right? You can get experimental treatment that gives you a damage down, and then you can just chug tears down, speed down, range down. Just chug those pills, right? The whole run, and you'll still beat Blue Baby in the chest. You will. That's because it makes it too easy. Stopwatch is just a default win item. The win rate when you have stopwatch overall, in the entirety of Isaac, has got to be, if they collected the stat, it's got to be above 90%, right? It has to be. There's no way it's not. And that makes for boring runs. It makes it so you either have to skip it, which is the main logic that Edmund was using, is that when you watch somebody like Northern Lion or Cobalt or somebody who plays Isaac a lot, they just skip stopwatch. They just skip it. Because it's boring. It makes the run boring. It's an automatic win no matter what. There's no challenge. The only fun of it is being able to laugh. Well, the only point you pick it up is to maintain a streak. That's it. Because it's a guaranteed win, right? And I saw somebody bring up the analogy of training wheels, and I don't agree with that. Here's the problem, right? When you look at training wheels on a bicycle, the intent is that training wheels allow you to actually pick up this skill, right? When you use training wheels on a bicycle, yeah, you can't fall over. It just like stopwatch makes you not able to lose a run, right? You can't fall over, but at the very least it kind of trains your mind in order to keep yourself upright, you know? You understand what it feels like because training wheels aren't like perfect. You do rock left and right. I know I used training wheels like a year ago. That's a joke. I'm 21. Anyway, yeah, so you rock back and forth, so you kind of get this idea of where the middle ground is. Stopwatch doesn't do fuck all for you, right? So all Stopwatch does for you is like, I mean, it's as if the training wheels were just like stapled to the ground. It's like a tricycle. It's not training wheels on a bicycle. It's like a tricycle. There's just nothing, right? Because you don't have to dodge with Stopwatch. Mom's heart, the bullets don't reach the edge of the screen. Isaac, the bullets don't reach the edge of the screen. Blue Baby, the bullets don't reach the edge of the screen. Hush, the bullets don't reach the edge of the screen. There's no difficulty. None. You just stand on the edge and you shoot. That's it, right? There is no fucking way you can actually fuck it up. There's no way. And that is why it's a boring item and needed to be nerfed. Because it is the single most broken item in the game. Or was. Out of 400 items, right? And then, you know, of course, people are always saying, like, well, it's just the point of the matter. And it's classic, like, slippery slope kind of logical fallacy, where it's like, you know, they nerfed Book of Belial, Azazel, now Stopwatch, what's next? Brimstone? Well, no. I mean, why? Logically, why would more things be nerfed? Book of Belial, I don't agree with that nerf, but I can live with it. I just don't play Judas, whatever, fuck that guy. I didn't even play him before, who cares? Azazel nerf? I agree with it, yeah, Azazel was broken as shit. Every time that people would pick Azazel in order to get a win, right? You could streak, like, to infinity just by playing Azazel before. So yeah, they nerfed him. Obviously, the initial nerf was too dramatic, and they toned it back, and everything is fine. Stopwatch nerf, I just explained why I think it's reasonable, so whatever. But that's it. That's all that's been fucking touched. And people are like, oh, the game is being ruined, all the good items are being nerfed. No. No, the 2 items have been nerfed, right? 2? Unless I'm mistaken, there were 2. And if you want to talk about how no items have been buffed, you do know that some items got removed from the special item list, right? You do get that. Here, let me see if Platinum God has the list updated. It doesn't appear to. If I'm not mistaken, the items removed from the special item list have been soy milk. Right, soy milk, it says no longer a special item. Yeah, Lil Brimstone, no longer a special item. And now Stopwatch, presumably, is no longer a special item. Again, that is the information I got from Mr. Based Flareless Void. Those are buffs, right? Like, how are those not buffs? Those are such good buffs, right? So the reason that they're so good is because Lil Brimstone, right, because he's a 2-heart devil deal, right, basically what happens is you go into the deal with the devil, you're like, oh, I'm not giving up 2 hearts for Lil Brimstone, right, and now you don't get punished for not spending your 2 hearts, because it no longer, decreases your chance of getting other special items. So shit's been buffed, right? Same with soy milk, and same with Stopwatch. Like, I don't get all of the just anger, the circle jerk anger. It's like these people just fucking sit there, and they see it's like, hey, you know the most absolutely insanely broken item in the entire game that you like to play? Yeah, Stopwatch. Oh yeah, it got nerfed, so now it's pretty bad. What the fuck? Edmund! I hate you! I'm gonna snap my CD in half. I know it doesn't come in a CD. I'm gonna snap it, though. I'm gonna just fucking pick it up and just... And that's it. Like, I don't get it. You know, it's... Who gives a shit, okay? Now, if Edmund nerfed every, like, strong item, right? Yeah, sure. We can be up in arms. If he nerfed every strong item and bosses stayed how they were, Yeah, I mean, sure, whatever. That's pretty bullshit. But he didn't. He nerfed one fucking item while also making it not nearly as bad because it's no longer a special item. So stop fucking whining. Holy shit.